think it's good. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're Sarah Ryrie.
Yes.
And what do you think memorialization is? How would you describe it?
I don't even know what that is.
What do you think it is, like on the top of your head?
Um, maybe taking the time to remember somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Well, in the name itself, there's memorial, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with the loss of a loved one?
Yes, unfortunately I have. I think at too young of an age I have lost close
Yeah.
family members.
And who have you lost?
The closest person in my life that I've lost was my dad.
Yeah.
Pretty scary because I was only 17 and it wasn't something we were expecting.
Yeah. And how have you dealt with this loss?
Um, I've dealt with my loss just from staying positive. I told myself that I would never, I know everyone's different, but I told myself I would never take medication or anything like that. My medication is working out, going to runs, going to yoga, having a good support system and a good set of friends.
Yeah.
When I'm upset, I remind myself that I'm living a legacy for somebody and that I need to make good decisions and be a positive person to live on my father's legacy to the highest standard that I can. Because I have some pretty big shoes to fill.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. And in what ways do you try to remember him and celebrate his life?
I'm not going to know that. That's the thing about me. But what do you think?
That's okay. How do you remember him or celebrate his life? Like in what ways?
Because I grab his blood. Sorry, can you say that one more time? I was just doing
That's okay. How do you remember him or celebrate his life? Like how do you do that?
I feel like the way. Sorry. I'm just doing 100 things at once. Repeat it one more time. It's lost. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
In what ways do you remember him or celebrate his life?
Um, I celebrate his life. I feel like every day. Every day before I go to bed, I talk to him. Every morning, first thing that I see when I turn over and look at my nightstand is a picture of him and I.
Yeah.
One when I was a baby. One was taken a week before he passed away. And I also have a prayer beside my bed. And then another little poster that says, "Rise up and attack every day with enthusiasm."
Yeah.
And every day I look at those and I remind myself that there's people going through a lot worse than me. You know, I have friends that they've lost an entire family in a car accident. They're the only one left. And I realize that I have a great support system, and I still have a mom and a brother and a sister, and it could be a lot worse. And, you know, we have to live on for my dad and not mourn and feel bad for ourselves. But it is okay to feel bad sometimes, and you got to cry sometimes.
Wow.
You can't let it take over your life.
Yeah. And one more question. Like everything you've said is really touching so far, but how will you continue to celebrate his life and memorialize him?
Well, I will continue to celebrate his life by accomplishing all of the dreams that I told him that I would. And, you know, I don't have him every day to tell me that he's proud of me, but I have to know in my heart and work that much harder and feel it in my heart that he's proud of me and that I'm making every decision knowing that I have somebody watching down on me.
Yeah.
And so when I make decisions, I'm going to make them for both of us. And I'm never going to settle. And I'm going to fight for every dream and everything that I believe in.
Yeah.
Because I know that's what he would want me to do.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you, Sarah. And I know that just seen from your Facebook, you have a tattoo for him. You celebrate his birthday.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys just continue to celebrate his life even though
Yes,
he's
we
gone.
do.
Okay.
And if you need to, honestly, if you need to add any